Hi everybody, I'm Chef Jeff with the Safeway Culinary Kitchens. With over 1 million farmers and ranchers in the U.S., today's consumers have a lot to choose from when it comes to beef and chicken. In this training module, we'll go over the various types of natural and organic meats that we sell at Safeway. This will help you educate our shoppers if they should have any questions when they're in our stores. To help me explain parts of this module, meet my trusty sidekick, Moo. Okay, Moo, let's start with beef.
Hi, Chef Jeff. Yes, I'm happy to help. Let's go visit my friends at the farm.
Let's start with the most commonly produced meat in the U.S., grain-fed beef. Grain-fed cattle spend the majority of their lives grazing pasture. Then they are moved to a feedlot for about 4 to 6 months. In the feedlot, they're fed a diet that now includes grain. This improves the meat quality and produces a more tender and juicier beef. Next, there's natural and naturally raised beef. According to the USDA, natural can only be used on a label for meat if it doesn't contain any artificial flavoring, coloring, chemical preservatives, or other artificial or synthetic ingredients. It's important to note that all of this only applies to how the meat was processed after it was harvested and not on how it was raised.
In 2009, USDA allowed third-party verification to support claims of naturally raised cattle if it has not been injected with growth hormones, antibiotics, and were not fed animal byproducts.
Grass-fed or grass-finished beef refers to how the cattle was raised prior to being harvested, and more specifically to the type of diet it consumed. Grass-finished cattle remains on a pasture and forage diet their entire lives. Because seasons change and grass is not readily available year-round, this type of beef is harder to produce in large quantities. This is why grass-fed finished beef is more expensive, and some of it may even be imported from countries with warmer climates. The last beef to discuss is certified organic. To gain this title, the cattle must be fed certified organic feed. They can be given certain vitamins and minerals, but no growth promotants or antibiotics. Most importantly, they must have access to organic pasture. However, they can be temporarily confined if necessary. Next up, chickens. In the US, there are nearly 24 different labels for chickens. Let's go over a list of the top labels our shoppers may come across. Hey, you, no funky chicken back there, please.
Sure thing, Chef.
Under USDA regulations, in order for a chicken to be considered natural, they may not contain any artificial ingredients, coloring, or chemical preservatives, and must be minimally processed. It is important to note that currently there is no way to verify the requirements to validate this claim. Organic chickens are fed a vegetarian diet that does not include any GMO ingredients or toxic synthetic pesticides. This means antibiotics can't be used unless it is medically necessary. Annual inspections mandate that free-range access be provided for these birds. However, it does not specify how much time they actually spend ranging. Chickens raised without antibiotics are never given antibiotics for general health, disease prevention, or treatment purposes. It is important to note that animal health products not classified as antibiotics may still be used.
Antibiotic-free chicken is not allowed on a label, but somehow it's found its way into marketing materials not regulated by the USDA. It basically means the same as raised without antibiotics.
Because giving hormones to chickens is restricted in the US, the no hormone label can be used on virtually all chickens. If you see no hormones on the label, it's really just a bunch of added fluff. Cage-free is another industry term you need to know about, as chickens raised for meat in the US are never kept in cages. However, it doesn't mean that the birds have access to the outdoors. This can be misleading for sure. Free range means the birds have access to an outdoor environment. However, there are no standards or inspections required to use this label. For the record though, most chickens generally stay close to water and feed, and these are usually kept inside the chicken house. Last, to further confuse things, this has nothing to do with whether or not a chicken is organic, it just means that it's free range. For non-GMO labeling, it must be made up of less than 0.9% of genetically modified crops and synthetic amino acids. Verification is required to use this label. Farm raised is a fairly explanatory term, as almost all chickens are raised on a farm. Generally though, you will see this in the restaurant industry on menus referencing that the bird was raised locally. Obviously, this is a lot of information to give you all at once, but there you have it as it pertains to natural and organic chicken and beef. To answer the questions for this module, you may need to rewatch portions of this video, and for more information, be sure to check out the 2 websites listed at the end. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all the help I had with my friends today. And until next time, I'm Chef Jeff from the Safeway Culinary Kitchens.